Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Volland gameplay objective card to review today. So, we're taking a look at a card that is 5'10", high work rates, left-footed, 3-star skills with a 4-star weak foot. People were memeing this card a lot as a center back, but to be honest with you guys, I checked out his base card stats, and they actually look pretty decent. In regards to player traits, he has the solid player trait and leadership trait. He's got 85 acceleration with 79 sprint speed, which guys, is pretty good. It's nice that he has acceleration with dribbling stats so he can transition left and right really quickly in the defensive areas, considering the fact that he is also 5'10", which is, you know, pretty solid. A plus 10 for acceleration, plus 10 for sprint speed will definitely be a nice thing to have. He even has some shooting capabilities as a center back, which is cool because, you know, if he gets inside the 18-yard box, at least it's not going to be completely awful, right? Passing on the card, too, is really good for base card stats for a center back as well. You know, he's got that 4-star weak foot, so you can pass with that side of his foot or on his strong foot, which is actually his left foot, which is very interesting, actually. So passing stats look great. Dribbling for a center back looks really good as well, guys. 74 agility with 82 balance, 82 reaction, 79 ball control, 79 dribbling with 80 composure is really nice to have for a defender. For base card stats on defense, he's also very good in that area too. So when you give him the shadow chemistry style, you actually boost his defensive stats quite significantly in a very good way, to be honest, because you essentially make it perfect, right? Because if you take a look over here, the only thing that's not close to perfect is defensive awareness, but defensive awareness is still at an 87, which is obviously very good, because most of the times you would select those guys when you're defending anyway, so it's not necessarily a big deal. But, you know, we're also looking at a card that also has some physical stats too. He's got 87 strength with 91 stamina, 80 jumping, and 83 aggression. So, I mean, guys, to be honest with you guys, this looks like a really good center back card. We're going to be trying him out in game, mostly in the 3 at the back formation. Let me see. Okay, so he's high work rated with a 4-star weak foot. Dribbling stats, okay, shooting stats, okay, so he could be a stay back while attacking cover center CDM. I wouldn't necessarily recommend him as a center mid with those dribbling stats because I prefer to have players that can dribble a little bit better than that. But as a CDM, guys, on the left side with his left foot and 4-star weak foot, there's a lot of potential you can work with there because if you actually start him off as a 5 at the back center back, you can kind of rotate him into that position, which is pretty cool. But with Volland's card, guys, we are going to be trying him out in the 3-5-2. Like I said, pressure on heavy touch. Press after possession loss so that players are a little bit out of position. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we're going to have Volland playing in the center back position. We can even tell these guys to be a little bit more aggressive. Play as a striker, join the attack. Yeah, we could. I don't like join the attack because I like to see how he responds to the other players around him. So yeah, we'll go with that. Witzel will have... The rest of the team doesn't really matter how there's put their position right now. Cover center for the 2 center mids. Yeah, so cover center for the 2 center mids, and then we have 1... Stay back while attacking will be on Volland, so we'll put stay back while attacking on the left center defensive mid. This team is not really rotational. I mean, you could... We'll just leave it like this because we're going to switch it in game anyways. We have to just test out his defensive ability mostly anyways. So 3-5-2 will be the defensive one. And then we'll switch in game to the CDM position to see how he plays there as well. So yeah, let's get into a game and see how he plays. Honestly, he should kind of perform exactly to the way that I think he should. The only thing that would surprise me is if his agility isn't that great. But even that, like, his body type is definitely going to be a certain way, so... Oh, his tracking right there was actually really good. Did you guys see that? He saw that guy making the run. He's like, nope. Oh, possession-based tackle with his left foot. I think this guy's going to be really good, to be honest with you guys. Like, I'll be very surprised if he performs poorly, to be honest. I mean, guys, the important thing with this card is the fact that his acceleration is so high for base card stats. Just to get into those positions quickly to accelerate left and right and defend those areas. That's an auto clearance from him right there. Get into the right position, just hold L trigger, he clears that ball for me. Because we have that setting on, it's like the auto clearance setting. That's a really nice pass with his 4-star weak foot. I feel like a card like this, dudes, like if you use him as a left center back in a 3 at the back formation, that left foot on that left side while having a 4-star weak foot, it's definitely going to be very fun to use. He definitely has the capabilities of being a solid CDM in my opinion. Nice, got that finesse shot angle with Volland. He's pretty good at hitting them, man. Those base card stats for shooting is really good. That's what we mentioned in the review as well. Situation like that, you can tell that his high work rates pushes him up the pitch a little bit more. Really noticeable for sure. Also, that is the combination of using team press while he does that, but that base characteristic that he has with those high attacking work rates, we'll make him be more aggressive when the person kind of comes in the counterattack against us. Nice little goal right there. Nicely done. Good movement to open up the space, score that opportunity. Let's see what his marking is like here. We're going to use Alfonso. Watch the middle here. Marks that one dude the entire time. That's what I'm saying, man. The shadow chemistry style is going to be perfectly fine. Now he's staying in the middle because the other guy's marking him. We'll switch to him right here. Get back into the accelerated zone. Wait for him to make this pass, maybe. His transitioning is really good, guys. Like I said, man, dribbling stats being the way that it is. Look at that with his left foot. Beautiful little block right there. With his dribbling settings or his dribbling stats being as it is, and the pace being as it is, it's important that he has the combination of acceleration and dribbling, because it's kind of like attackers too, right? Like, I prefer to have the acceleration to be bigger than the sprint speed for these types of situations, because this game is all about explosive speed, getting into those positions quickly. Like, the moment I select them or the moment I dribble with them, I need to be able to do things quickly, which is what this Volland definitely offers in your team. I guess the only thing that's a little bit strange with this card is obviously the high work rates, but it's a really solid center back card. Like, when I saw his base card stats, I was actually very interested in the card. Definitely going to pick him up for my main account too, because he looks pretty solid, dude, and he's playing really well too. I actually want to switch him to the CDM position because, guys, with defenders, there's not really much you have to try out. It's the same with attackers. And we are going to make a video about this, actually, because I feel like it's very important to make. I was trying out the 4 at the back, 3 at the back, switching in between the two, seeing which one works the best. Because 4-5-1 is, like, very open in the attack, right? But with Volland here, we're going to switch him over here. And we'll just... This will be terrible defensively, but I just want to see what Volland plays like in that left center defenseman position with just the stay back while attacking, no cut passing lanes. This guy, I'm going to tell him to get forward. Let's see how he plays there. Because, guys, you know, high work rates, left-footed, 4-star weak foot, he could be more of your balanced CDM that's kind of like a box-to-box while you have a medium-high work rated player next to him, you know? I want to see what his dribbling is like. Yeah, so because of his body type with his dribbling stats, he's going to be a little bit emphasized, of course, but as a center back, it's pretty good.
It was a fine-looking attack, but now they've given the ball away. Valverde.
Yeah, I like that I can transition really quickly with him. It's very important. I like that he's left-footed, man. Being left-footed is actually a really big deal. I feel like people don't really understand that. But having him in the right or left center back position, depending on how you want to build up your play from the defense, it's really nice to have, dude. Because most players are right-footed, so you don't really, there's not really much you can do to work with. I just want to run after someone, turn, stop and turn, stop and turn. Body type and height is definitely very helpful for this card in that area for sure. Mbappe will probably score that one. Oh wow, I'm surprised. I'm not sure why this game switching doesn't work sometimes. Like, I had a feeling he was still playing center back. I don't know why it didn't switch him, but yeah, we'll try. Oh, Royce in the center back position. We don't want that. Let me fix that real quick here. I mean, I'll put Royce over here, because Witzel's at least defensive, right? So we'll try Volland in that left center defensive position. I don't know why it doesn't save my stuff. It's been doing this recently.
Son. Cuts it back. High quality defending.
Had to block that area really nicely. Passing stats to be able to do stuff like this is nice too. I mean, I know people meme this card a lot, but I think he's a pretty cool gameplay objective card. Could we have gotten better? Sure. People are mostly interested in the attackers, of course, but for a German player that plays in the Bundesliga, it's a pretty cool guy to get.
Volland. Now Coman.
Oh, Volland actually attacks here. Wow. High work rates, right?
Better from Son. Could it be?
Good block from him there. Wasn't even controlling him in that situation. Shield, touch, near post angle. Ah. You can see his dribbling is a little bit rough in the midfield position. You always want to have like really fast dribblers, obviously, in those areas. So this is obviously going to be a card I see myself mostly using as a center back or as a left center back in a 3 at the back formation. Probably as a center back too. The reason why I say left center back is because of his high work rates. Being able to push up a little bit and attack a little bit is not bad when he's playing through the side positions of that 3 at the back. I like when they linger around the middle of the pitch, but they start to go back as well without me actually telling them to cut passing. And it's pretty solid. You can kind of see him do it in that situation right there, you see? And now we can control this, block that middle space. Son accelerates upwards. We can transition quickly enough to maybe get this ball here. Go back into position again. Possession-based tackle, we get the ball. He does really well with his left foot, to be fair to him. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Kevin Volland card. I think at some point in this review I mentioned that he played for the Bundesliga. He's not from the Bundesliga, he plays for the League 1 for Monaco, so I apologize for that. But a German player, which actually works out really nice, because if you want to do the left side in a Bundesliga way and then the right side in a League 1 way, you can totally do that with this card, especially since a card like Ben Yedder exists to use in that CDM position. But let's talk about how this card performed in game. So a thing that you will notice is that the stocky body type will affect his dribbling stats a tiny bit. Now, again, guys, he's a defender, right? He's a player that you're going to be using in the center back position, left center back position, and maybe as a CDM as well, which I would actually recommend there on the stay back while attacking cover center cut passing lane, or stay back while attacking cover center instruction. This card is actually very solid in game because although he has that stocky body type that limits him from being more agile than he could have been, he's still a very good card to use in the game. And it's something that I'm definitely going to grind out for on my main account because that German link is actually what helps you out a lot for specific teams that you can build. So here's a couple of things we have to take into consideration with this card. Shadow chemistry style, 100% makes the most sense because it's very important that he has 95 acceleration because 95 acceleration compensates for the stocky body type a lot. It makes him a defensive wall, which is really fun to use, right? An important thing is that his base card stats for defending and physical stats are great because when you give him the Shadow Chemistry style, you are getting all the possible defensive boosts that you can give the card, but you're also giving him that extra plus 10 in acceleration and sprint speed. But remember, he even has a very solid passing presence with the 4-star weak foot that he has and the physical stats that he has with the stocky body type. You're looking at a very solid defensive player. In the center back position, I'll be honest with you guys, man, I actually prefer using this card over Denayer and Koscielny. I sometimes will use Denayer and Koscielny just because I'm trying to have fun with certain players in a certain team because you guys know how I am when I play FIFA. But I actually think that this is actually a pretty solid gameplay objective card, man. 4-star weak foot is very helpful. Him being left-footed is very helpful. And he's good in 5 of the main stats for a center back to be really good. 5 of them, man. He's got the dribbling, he's got the passing, defense, physical, and pace boost. So you're actually looking at a very solid card, guys. The only thing that's off about the card, not even the height. I don't care about the height because of his body type, right? But the only thing that's off is obviously dribbling to body type. But it's not a big deal because he is a defensive-oriented player and he still moves across the pitch really quickly because of the 95 acceleration. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this review. I will catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.